Welcome everyone to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing how I made this Scream figure out of paper mache. I used some pretty standard materials for paper mache. Started with the armature made of tin foil. I used masking tape and hot glue to put it together. Then simple paper mache recipes, some white glue with water, using brown paper towel, and then it's painted all the way through with acrylics. Alright, with that being said, let's make it. To start the figure off, I'm making his head. Take 2 tin foil balls, round them up, put them together. The smaller one's going to be the jaw. That's going to attach to the bottom half and get that kind of oval shape of his face. I used the original painting as reference. Now we're taking the back end of a paintbrush to carve out the eye socket's mouth and get the brow and nose set. Now I'm sculpting a quick nose out of tin foil, glue it on, then tape it with masking tape. You'll notice throughout this video, I tape every inch of tin foil. I have terrible luck with paper mache sticking to tin foil, so I make sure masking tape covers it, and that way the paper mache sticks to the masking tape nice and easy. Next up are the hands. They're very cartoonish and simple. It's hard to tell in the painting if they have fingers, if they have thumbs, so I just use 2 simple slabs, tape them up, make them nice and symmetrical. You see here I use a marker just to mark out the eyes and the mouth of the figure. Next up's the body. I'm going to sculpt it using tin foil, mashing it down on the table to keep that solid base. I'm not giving this figure any feet. It's just going to be a long cloak, a long robe. Again, the painting doesn't show us much. We're kind of getting creative with it. Now we're attaching the head, a simple neck, hot glue it to the base, and then the arms are going to come next. You'll notice I'm not taping or gluing the limbs together yet. I'm going to mache these separately just so it's easier to get into the finer details and the little crevices, the elbows of the hands and arms. After the mache dries, then I will hot glue it all together. Now it's time to actually start macheing. For my recipe, I do about 2/3 glue, 1/3 water. I don't measure it out, I just go by feel. I use torn up brown paper towel that you'd find in a public restroom, tear it into little pieces, and as you see it sticks real well to the tape. Not well to the tin foil, so make sure you cover everything in tape. Like any paper mache project, the smaller the strips you use, the more detailed you can get. Obviously for this robe, this cloak that I'm macheing right now, I'm using longer strands because I don't want it as detailed as I do the face. As I get up to the face, I'm going to tear smaller strips to really get into the crevices of the eyes and the nose. All right, here we've got all the pieces dried up. It's time to tape them together, glue pieces that need to be glued together, and then we're gonna do more mache. Can't have any tape exposed. This next part might look odd. I'm kind of tearing out the bottom half. There's some tape down there and some tinfoil as well. I'm hollowing out part of the bottom, retaping it, but what I'm gonna do is stick pennies into the bottom. I use the pennies as weights so that the figure can stand on its own. It doesn't have to have a base or anything. It may seem strange to waste money like this, but any hardware store or craft store you go to get washers or weights, it's gonna cost you way more than the 8 or 9 cents I'm using in this figure. Now we mache the bottom, let that dry, we'll sand it, and then it's time to paint. I'm going to start by painting the skin tone as just a blank white, especially with this dark brown paper. More skin color, yellow color like the painting has, won't stick as well, and you'll see through it and see the dark browns. So we're painting the skin white, we're going to paint the cloak black, but as you see later, it's all going to come together with the splashes of color just like the painting. Now we're hitting the skin with a more skin colored tone. Again, this is just another base. There's going to be a lot more colors to come. This might have been the hardest part of the figure, getting the eyes and mouth just right. To get the texture and to get all the colors that the painting has, I'm going to dry brush a wide arrangement of colors onto the whole entire figure. Face, hands, cloak, the back, the sides, everything. We're going to start with this dark brown, but you're going to see I'm going to make my way to the blues and greens and reds to really make it look like this messy oil painting. Alright, and once it dries, here's the final product. I want to thank everyone for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I plan on making more figures in the future. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see.